Good afternoon, Sudhiv.
Hi, good afternoon, Anjan.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
So I think welcome to SMC. We are having this for the sixth session. This is the sixth SMC, and I believe you're working on a startup which is into taking people to the organizations through a new platform called the video resumes, which you mentioned Wire, right?
That's right.
Could you brief us about that and how it could help corporates?
Sure. So the platform is called Wire.co, and the platform is a video-led hiring platform focused on helping candidates and employers use video as a platform to go ahead and hire candidates. The objective here is to allow candidates to give a 90-second video pitch, which we call Wire, and go ahead and help employers shortlist candidates basis that video. It's an interesting concept, saves time, about 60 to 70% of time, recruiting time to for employers, and for candidates it really gets them top of the stack. Basis our research, what we found is that a candidate with a text resume and a candidate with a video resume, the guy with the video resume is about 65 to 75% more successful than a guy having a text resume.
Tell me one thing, what are the areas you think this could be useful? See, one, of course, I understand where there's a lot of interaction or there's a lot of communication which is required. And today, I suppose communication is one of the primary requirements for many industries. So that would be part one of my question. Part two of my question is how it can be used in such a way that it is very easy for a candidate who would have otherwise had to go to a studio to work it out, to do this whole thing at within themselves?
That's a great question, Anjan. I think answering both the questions together, I think for a candidate it is very simple today with the age of mobile phones and cameras. You can literally shoot a 90-second video through any device, whether it be your hand phone, whether it will be your web application or a computer. The other interesting part of it is that the applicability is significant. We are all humans at the end of the day. We are hard-coded to take a decision on a person when we look at the person or talk to a person. And so, yes, you have customer-facing roles which benefit from this. You have sales, business functions which benefit from this, where the decision-making process really happens when you interview and meet the candidate. So it is all pervasive, if you really ask me.
Okay. And how easy it is to implement? I think my second part of the question was the ease of implementation, which would be important here, because a candidate may not have access to sophisticated technologies and also taking it up to the media.
I think a mobile phone is all that is needed, either from a candidate or from an employer. It's easy to record, it's easy to view. You don't need any specific software to do so, and that's the ease of use and the mass appeal that it has today.
Is there some sort of a help which you provide to a potential customer from the corporate point of view to be able to access it? And also, what sort of FAQs are there for a candidate? Is there something like that? And coming back to that, how would it compete with the traditional job portals or job boards? I think we'll put as a last question and keep it at that.
Great, thanks. So I think the traditional job portals and job boards have focused on text resumes. They've not got down to doing the rich content, media kind of resumes, and we believe at Wire that is a key part of decision making. Now, there are detailed FAQs. It's simple to use. For employers, there's significant amount of support in terms of helping them do video job descriptions, in helping them to create a profile, a brand for themselves. So we get actively involved with employers, and we get actively involved in helping them sort some of these issues out at an early stage.
I think it does make a lot of sense, because in a normal discussion, most of the time, when you meet a person, within 30 seconds you decide whether you want to talk to him or not. Yeah. This sort of a platform will definitely help organizations reduce a lot of the times, because they see that person on video and then decide whether they want to take it forward. I think. Absolutely. Thank you, Sudhiv. I think we would like to. Yeah. I say video resume, because there are a lot of emotional quotient which works behind the resume. Okay, those who are cosmetically good in front of the camera, but when we compare with the credentials of a candidate, both are, most of the time it differs. So how do you judge based on viewing a video resume?
In fact, it is interesting how we as humans take a lot of decisions, hard-coded we are the fact taking decisions when we meet people. The platform also supports credentials, support things like your certificates, your experience, your education qualification. Our only take is that you don't need to go through an entire resume. We have that really upfront, something like 14 to 16 parameters for you to take a call along with a video.
Okay, thank you.